Hey everyone, welcome back. You know how sometimes you just wish there was a guidebook for these tiny humans we're raising, especially when it comes to teaching them to say please and thank you without a complete meltdown?
Oh, tell me about it.
Well, good news. Today we are diving into some super practical tips for encouraging those magical manners. And it's not just about avoiding awkward moments at a restaurant, though. Let's be real, that's a bonus.
Right.
It's about giving our kids these essential social skills to, actually thrive out there in the world.
Absolutely. It's setting them up for success.
Exactly. So, the first tip in this guide really resonated with me. It's all about modeling polite behavior. You know that saying, do as I say, not as I do?
Yeah.
Doesn't really work on kids, does it?
Not a chance.
They're like little sponges soaking up every little thing we do, every eye roll, every please, or every time we forget to say please.
It's amazing, that there's actually research on this. Babies as young as 18 months start mimicking their parents' social behaviors. Like, think about that. Before they can even really talk, they're picking up on our tone, our body language, how we treat the cashier at the grocery store. It's all going in there.
It's kind of terrifying when you think about it. Like, we have to be on our best behavior 24/7.
Right. But it's not just about please and thank you. It's bigger than that, right? It's about respect, empathy, modeling those qualities in everything we do.
Which leads perfectly into the second tip, directly teaching those magic words, please, thank you. I'm thinking back to when my nephew was little. We made it a game. Whoever remembered to say please first when we were ordering pizza got to choose a movie later.
Love that.
Sounds silly, but, those little things, they can make a difference.
They really do. It's about making it positive, fun, and, repetition is key here. Repetition and patience. Because learning new skills, especially for little ones, it takes time. And honestly, it's not about being perfect. It's about them connecting with these words, associating them with good things.
And encouragement along the way, for
Yeah.
sure. So we've talked about setting a good example, teaching those magic words, but what about real life situations, like the sometimes awkward, sometimes cringeworthy stuff? That's where tip number 3 comes in role playing.
Yeah.
Okay, it might sound a little cheesy,
No, it's great.
but hear me out. It is a game changer. Imagine this. You're pretending to be the waiter. Your little one is practicing ordering their meal politely.
It might seem simple, but it's giving them that safe space to practice without the pressure of like a real interaction builds their confidence.
Like a little toolbox of social scripts, right?
Exactly.
I love it. Okay, now, when those polite behaviors do happen, because they will, even if it's just remembering to say excuse me after, tip number 4 is all about celebrating those wins.
Yes.
And I don't mean throwing a party for every please, but a genuine specific compliment that's huge.
It is huge. It helps them connect the dots between their actions and that positive feedback, right? And
Right.
ultimately, it's about helping them internalize those values. Of course, we start with external rewards, but the goal is for them to understand the impact of their actions, to feel good about making those kind, respectful choices on their own.
Absolutely. And that brings us to our final and possibly most important tip, be patient. Learning manners, it's a marathon, not a sprint, right?
Yeah.
There will be days when they use their absolute best manners at a 5-star restaurant and then have a complete meltdown because you cut their sandwich wrong.
Oh, for sure.
It's going to happen.
And that's okay. You are not alone. Every parent, every caregiver, we've all been there. The important thing is to focus on the progress, not perfection.
Couldn't agree more.
And, it's amazing to think about these little courtesies. They have this ripple effect. By equipping our children with good manners, we're giving them these incredible tools, not just for navigating those social situations, but for building strong relationships, for making the world a slightly more pleasant place to be. It's a gift that truly keeps on giving.
It really is. And on that note, I think we all deserve a pat on the back for tackling this whole parenting thing one please and thank you at a time, right? Thanks for joining us for another deep dive, everyone. We'll see you next time.